A few days ago, I had asked coaches and players alike, anybody who's in the sport, to share some of the safeguarding concerns that they've had or issues that they've experienced when off the pitch, and they questioned, was that right? Now, a lot of players shared with me the concerns, and the key or the biggest issue that came out was bullying. Believe it or not, it was not even bullying by their fellow players, it was bullying by coaches. And it got me thinking, do the coaches actually know they're bullying? In some cases, yes. Some, in some cases, maybe they don't. Now, this is for you if you're a coach. Do you realize when you cross the line from coaching into bullying territory? I think you should be asking yourself a few questions. Now, I'll just give you probably like 1, 2, 3 questions, yeah? Question number 1. Are your players always afraid of you? Do they sometimes just decide not to give you any feedback? Are you seeing them withdrawing into themselves whenever you're talking? Are you possibly demeaning them in different ways? Are you picking on a particular player a lot? You might not realize it, but even constantly picking on someone could be part of bullying. Are you correcting them in a manner that is still dignified? Or are you there demeaning them, using harsh language, and even insulting them? In a matter of, are you one of those people who uses the term, oh, you need to toughen up or leave these grounds? Are you one of those coaches? Insulting may be something that you feel is normal. Shouting at players is something that some coaches feel is normal, but in reality, it's not normal. You do not have to demean your players just to bring out good scores. You do not have to shout your instructions, and I'm not talking about being loud, I'm talking about shouting at. This is where you are publicly shaming someone, you are just picking them apart in a manner that is just making them just feel small. The way you're doing it, it really matters. So I'm not talking about being loud and audible, I'm talking about when you're shouting at somebody and insulting them and making them feel less of a human being just so that you can get them to cooperate with your instructions as a coach, then you are really not doing your job. You're not doing your job. What you're being is a bully and not a coach. Coaches want to bring out the best in people. Coaches want to take you from, especially development coaches, then to take you from lacking the skills or the know-how to being the best player. And just because you want to bring out the best in someone doesn't mean you have to completely crush them to rebuild them. You can build them step by step. You can talk to them well. You can make them feel like they are learning. If they make a mistake, there's a way to address it. And as you're doing that, they're growing. When you're getting when you're shouting at people, you're getting short-term results built on fear. But when you're motivating your players and you are encouraging them, it may take a bit longer, but trust me, long-term development is bound to happen. So, as a coach, how do you then reflect and see whether you moved from coaching to bullying? Number 1, reflect. Reflect on your communication style. Reflect on how you're running your sessions. Be very honest with yourself and look at how you're handling each player. You may be the best coach to 10 of your players, but to 30 of them, you're a nightmare. You may just be a nightmare to 5, but those 5, even if it's 5 out of 60, have a heaviness they're carrying within them, and we don't want that. So sit down, think about how you run your sessions, how it makes you feel, and how it makes the players feel. Are you just achieving your wins and not growing the players as people? You're failing overall if that is the case. But if you're having a happy team, a team that is winning, or even can manage losses in a better way, where there's no violence attached to it, where there's no you can feel bad about losses, but you've made them learn how to regulate their emotions, you're doing better as a coach. Are you building this person? Reflect on that. And if you find that in one way or another you made people feel horrible, it is the time to apologize. Approach this player, ask them, how has this made you feel? I've realized that you're pulling back. I've realized that you're no longer participating as you used to. How can we solve this? What challenges are you facing? Work on making yourself more approachable, and then you'll see changes within your team that are actually true and real. Because sometimes silence does not mean that everyone approves of what you're doing. It could be a trauma response. You can now then pick on how to then move to the next step forward, which would be trauma-informed coaching. This is where you understand and realize that the effects of trauma can influence the performance of the player. You could also practice positive discipline when it comes to improving skills or dealing with issues on the pitch. So you're looking at situations that build on a person. You're not trying to demolish a person to rebuild them. You're building a person from where they are, understanding the things that they face on and off the pitch, and ensuring that the style that you use is reflective of the different experiences that some of the players have. In some cases, rugby or any sport, I would say rugby because I'm heavily involved there. But sometimes students, players, people use sports to let out their frustrations. If they come onto the pitch and you as a coach are just adding onto their stresses, then it becomes moot. They cannot then get a place of peace. Sports need to be fun. As much as you're trying to win, at the end of the day, sports still need to be fun. And so ensure that you're not making sports a place that is toxic. I think maybe I'll cover a little bit more on the trauma-informed coaching at a different time, but as a coach, just try and reflect. Do not cross into bullying territory, and if you have already crossed into it, apologize and grow and reflect from there. There's ways to help.